Hi, my name is Serena Ozuna, and in this video, I'm going to talk about what data mining is in terms of the advantages, the disadvantages, and its impact on society. Before I talk about my project, I want to briefly talk about the layout and the design of the webpage and what coding I use to insert the content of the webpage. Here is one of the HTML coding pages that I created to insert the content into the page. And here is the CSS style page where I insert tags to create a more interactive page for the user. One example would be the research questions. I added a CSS tag to make all questions the header and bigger than the responses. I've also created this whole banner myself. The banner includes my logo and the topic and my name. I'm using Pixlr, which is a free editing website that you can find online. I used layering techniques to merge individual pictures and to make one big picture. I also created this animation on a website where you are able to create free GIFs. So basically, what I did was come up with 3 different pictures. I located one picture, which was for myself, another one of my logo, and the last picture would be a picture that I believe was relevant towards my topic. Here is my abstract page. This is the first page that you will see when you access my website. This abstract page just gives a brief overview of what data mining is. The concept of data mining is growing in popularity. What we have is more and more data being generated. It's a computational process of discovering patterns in large data sets in order to generate new information. The video attached below is a video I created with WeVideo, which is a website that allows you to edit videos for free. I used my phone and images from Google Search to put this video together. This video consists of me talking about the disadvantages and the advantages, as well as my opinions regarding data mining. What is data mining? Data mining is the practice of examining large databases in order to generate new information. It is an important part of knowledge discovery process that we can analyze an enormous set of data and get hidden information and useful knowledge. Data mining has a lot of advantages when using in a specific industry. It increased customer satisfaction by creating and targeting advertising campaigns.
What are your opinions on data mining?
What I am concerned about is that it makes me feel like there is no privacy when I'm doing something online without having to think about, oh, Facebook or Instagram knows what I'm doing.
Because of privacy issues, people are afraid of their personal issue is collected and used in an unethical way. Here is my purpose page. It just talks about the purpose of data mining and gives a clearer definition of what data mining is. The purpose of data mining is to extract information from a dataset and transform it into an understandable structure for further use. Therefore, understanding the purpose of the mining process is a matter of information. The more data we collect, the harder it is to manage the data with existing methods for us to use. For example, analyzing data or recognizing patterns in the data. Data mining techniques can quickly research vast amounts of data and find valuable and usable information. This enables us to recognize trends better, obtain more precise forecasts, generate actionable results. The image on the left just shows us a user interacting with data mining by just using a search engine. By using the methods of data mining, the experience between the user and the internet improves. This left image here just shows someone analyzing data. Here we have the effects and impacts of data mining. The first question states, explain a benefit and/or harmful effect of the innovation. I tended to focus on the benefits for this question and talk about the harmful effects later. One of the many advantages would be retailing. It can help improve customer relationships and optimize advertising campaigns. Retail companies can offer more targeted campaigns and find the offer that makes the biggest impact on the customer. This image just shows how data mining is processed from vast data to data that is significant and relevant to the user. Here we have another question that states, explain the impact that the innovation has had on society, the economy, or the culture. Data mining has had a major impact on society. It has changed the way we interact with the internet every day. By filtering data that is relevant to our needs, we get a much better experience when using the internet. This is the graph that I created using the feedback that I received by my peers on Google Forms. With more than 81% rating the question above a 3, we can conclude that data mining does play a role in society. And finally, indicate one field other than computer science which the innovation has impacted or has the potential to impact. Describe the impact. Aside from computer science, data mining is at the heart of analytics efforts across a variety of industries and disciplines. These fields range from communication, education, retail, banking, and more. This innovation also enables instructors to get study and analyze students' information, anticipate accomplishment levels, and pinpoint students or multiple groups of students needing additional consideration. And of course, the video below further explains how beneficial data mining can be to companies and how they advertise their campaigns. Here we have the technical aspects. The first question asks, describe how a user interacts with the innovation. Users interact with data mining all the time. Searching something on Google is just one prime example of how people use data mining. Data mining uses keywords that you put to try to simplify and return data that's relevant and significant for the user. This photo is a clear representation of the different types of websites that people use on a daily basis where data mining is important. The last question states, describe in detail how the innovation technology incorporates at least one of the big ideas of abstraction, algorithms, programming, and/or the internet to accomplish its purpose. Data mining uses algorithms in order to accomplish its purpose. The algorithm dissects the information you give, searching for particular sorts of patterns. The mining model, or the 4 stages of data mining, are shown on the right. If we see here, there are 4 stages. The first one is data sources. The second one is data exploration or gathering. The third is modeling. And finally, the fourth is deploying models. Here we have the relationship to data. The first question asks, describe how the innovation consumes data as input, produces data as output, and/or transforms data. To manage the data that is consumed, data is stored in a warehouse. The data process breaks down into 5 steps. First, organizations collect data and load it into their data warehouses. Next, they store and manage the data either on in-house servers or on the cloud. Business analysts, management teams, and information technology professionals access the data and determine how they want to organize it. Then, application software sorts the data based on the user's results, and finally, the end user presents the data in an easy-to-share format, such as a graph or table. The image to the right just shows the different processes of data mining. And finally, describe at least one data storage concern, data privacy concern, or data security concern related to the innovation. There can be disadvantages to data mining, one being an invasion of privacy. Every time a person does a web search, or even something as simple as swiping a credit card, information is collected. Collectors may use this information to enhance customers' experience, but also share information with marketers more focused on customer acquisition. The YouTube video below shows an example of what data mining can actually do.
This is Liz. She has a surprise for her boyfriend. She hasn't told anyone about her plans, but she can't keep them a secret. Google knows Liz is planning a trip because she uses Gmail. Liz is no stranger to Google. Google already knows Liz by her email account and her internet address, and it knows her contact list. Liz's internet service provider has a lot of the same information about her, including her full name and street address. When Liz searches for flights, Google also knows that she wants to go to Hawaii. When she clicks on a travel site to buy tickets, it knows the search terms she used to get there. The travel site also knows when she's planning to go to Hawaii, and it knows who she's traveling with and her frequent flyer status. The federal government also learns where and when Liz is traveling and who's traveling with her, and checks if she's on a terror watch list. From the moment Liz clicked on the travel site, dozens of advertising and marketing firms also have begun tracking her online behavior with small computer programs called cookies that they have embedded in the site. These firms may not know Liz by name yet, but they know her by unique tracking codes and can follow her movements across the web. They see when she goes to another site to read about the best beaches in Hawaii and immediately start showing her ads for bathing suits. They learn more about Liz's interests when she goes to her favorite shopping site. Google, Facebook, and Twitter also are gathering more information about Liz's behavior, with share buttons they have embedded on the shopping site, even if she doesn't click on them. Facebook learns that Liz may be interested in bathing suits through its like button, even before she posts a picture of a bikini on her wall. Her post confirms her interests in bathing suits to Facebook, which immediately shows her an ad for a diet shake. The tracking doesn't stop when Liz goes to the mall. Google knows where Liz is headed because she uses Google Maps. As she drives along, a police car scans her license plate and enters the number into a law enforcement database. Her cell phone carrier, Verizon, also records her movements and includes her location data in a bundle of customer information it sells to data brokers. Those brokers then sell the information to advertisers, marketers, and other businesses. When Liz arrives at the mall, the shopping center tracks her phone's Wi-Fi signal to see which store she enters. And when she walks into a boutique, cameras with facial recognition software take her picture and may store it for years. The cameras are also equipped with software that tracks how much time she spends in each aisle. When Liz buys a bathing suit, the store may share information about her purchase with data brokers. Before leaving the mall, Liz stops at a pharmacy to pick up a few more things for her trip. Because Liz signed up for the drugstore's rewards programs, it tracks her prescriptions and shares information with marketers about her purchases, including the home pregnancy test. And through a partnership with the drugstore, Facebook learns that the diet shake ad it showed her earlier in the day was effective. Many of the advertisers and marketers that track Liz claim they cannot identify her, but these firms have a pretty good idea of who she is. Google and Verizon have a much clearer picture of Liz because they know her email contacts, the phone number she has called, and the locations she's visited. Data brokers may know a bit more about Liz because they can link many of her online and offline activities. Law enforcement, private investigators, and attorneys can obtain an even better picture of Liz. They can gain access to her private life with a subpoena or a court order, which require a lower burden of proof than a search warrant. They can find out who she has called and who has called her. They can get location data from her cell phone records. They can find out the internet addresses of the computers she has used to go online and which sites she has visited. The picture of Liz created by this information is very detailed. She has little control over who sees it. Neither do you.
And finally, here's my references. The reference that I used the most was reference number 6, where it talks about data analysis and data mining. For more information regarding data mining, click on the link below to go to my website.